Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's back. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Moss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Fresno State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the...
Wasting no time taking a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Trying to know where to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the defense doing work. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
It's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Bringing it back, it's Moss. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play? That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. And the quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th. Now the kicker's going to throw it. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires left. Got his man downfield. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wants to throw. It's Keem. Fires to the middle. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They are really starting to build. And now even the bounces are going their way.
Yeah, and it's just luck. I mean, those tend to even out throughout a game. I think really defensively, just don't get frustrated. Understand that those are going to happen. We're still going to get back in this football.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Oh, my goodness, he spikes the ball on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs. Totally losing track of the situation. First down here for the offense. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looking for a block. It's Moss. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
He'll take a shot. Just threw that one way too far.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. Finds his man. It's Moss.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. Fourth and short now. Let's see what they do.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Lovett. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll run it to the right side. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Etienne. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Georgia sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchdown. touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He rifles one deep to the left. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Keene. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Line getting set on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for 6. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they'll have to settle for... It's a fake. He's looking to pass. Escapes trouble. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man. Against you, it can be ugly. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Dropping back, it's back. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the ground with the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, Ben. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Fires on the move. On target to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That completion delivers a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Caught behind the line. It's Lovett. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, it's Moss. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Keene. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the beatdown has ensued. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Coming after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across them.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Got a man, it's Moss. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Running it back, it's Moss. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Fresno State takes over in the offense. Will go back to work. Heaves it on the run. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the stomping has commenced.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Back to throw, it's Beck. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The play action fake. He's going up top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to get to him. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
58, Georgia, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
On the return, it's Moss. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. The give as they work on that clock.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Touchdown, Fresno State. And the punishment has been extended.
Fresno State
Getting set for the point after.
in the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Georgia 0.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Georgia sends out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Running it back, it's Moss. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They go to the ground. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a